Good day, everyone. We are Group 3 reporters. I'm Angel Yansan.
And I am Charmim Di Harlow. And we tackled about internal and external criticism.
Historical criticism. Historical criticisms, also known as historicisms or higher criticisms, refers to the study of literary texts, particular ancient texts, and especially the Bible, in terms of their historical origins and development within those contexts. So the historical criticism is to discover the original meaning of the text in its primitive or historical context. So the historical criticisms of the source is one of the most important duties of an historian in research. It is a part of the analytical operations in the historical method. Source criticisms helps the historians to find out a reliable account of the past. The aim of historical criticism is to establish the authenticity and reliability of historical documents. So there are two levels of source criticism, namely internal and external criticism. So first, let's unlock the word criticism. So criticism means the expressions of disapproval of someone or something based on perceived faults or mistakes.
So for me, criticism is all about a test that known if the source is factual or forgeries. So forgeries it means about fake information.
So, ug makadungog ta og criticism kay para nato negative feedbacks, pero when it comes to historical sources, criticism is such a crucial job that is done by historian para ma-establish ang credibility and truthfulness sa usa ka dokumento. Maong giingon na when examining a historical source, a historian must conduct an internal and external criticism. Internal criticism is applied to check the credibility of the document, whether the contents are given in it are believable or not. Internal criticism examines the accuracy of the data and is considered after the data are considered to be genuine. So, internal means ari ka sa pasulod mag-examine sa usa ka documents. Ini-examine niya ang truthfulness and factuality of the evidence. It look at the content of the source and examines the circumstance of its production.
So, circumstances of its productions, it means nganong gisuwat na sa author or nganong iyaha gibuhat na nga document. Unsay agenda sa author kung giunsa pagbuhat sa document og unsay mga information sa paghimo sa document.
So, na diri sa giingon nga gi-apply aron masusi ang kredibilidad sa document kung ang sulod o gihatag niini katuohan ba or dili. So, na diri internal criticism examines the accuracy of the data and it's considered after the data are considered to be genuine. It means ang internal criticism nagsusi sa katukma sa data o gi-consider human sa data nga giisip nga tinuod paagi aron masiguro ang impormasyon nga sakto o walay sayop. Internal criticism tell us how to use authenticated evidence. It includes establishing credibility of data. The credibility, which means the evidential value of the source content. It deals with the evaluations of the content or the informations in the source to ascertain the truthfulness or creditability of the data and thus enables to judge its accuracy and worth, meaning tumatalakay sa mga pagsusuri ng nilalaman o mga impormasyon na pinagmulan upang matiyak ang katotohanan o kredibilidad ng data at sa gayon ay nagbibigay daan upang hatulan ang katumpakan at halaga nito. Points to look out for internal criticism. First, reason it was written. So, nganong gisuwat na siya sa author or writer? Literal meaning of the text. Is there internal consistency? Naabay siya internal consistency ang document, meaning naabay na usab sa document or data. Dapat yun na nato mabantayan as a historian. What are the connotation? And last, what are the meaning in the context?
External criticism is concerned with the authenticity or genuineness of the data and should be considered first. External criticisms help us to avoid using false evidence and thus enables us to as the genuine material. It uncovers the manipulations, spurious materials, forgeries, and other malpractice to establish the authenticity of the source data. External criticism includes authenticity and proof. So, external criticism is more on the physical attributes genuine of a specific document. It is a practice of verifying the authenticity of evidence by examining physical characteristics. It's important in ensuring that the primary source is not fabricated. So, external criticism, also called a lower criticism. Example of external criticism. First, date of event. So we need to check the date of writing or date of producing the source. Second, place of production. Third, the authorship. Clarify the name of a person or people who produced the documents. Fourth, analysis of its production. Aware of the pre-existing material from which it was produced. Fifth, integrity developed by its original form of production. So ato ang i-check ang original form. What is the main purpose of external criticism? So, the main purpose of external criticism, it refers to the authenticity of the document. Before starting the research, the researcher has to confirm the originality or the source of the document. The main aim of external criticism is to avoid bias and unfairness. Points to look out for external criticism. First, date the written and publication. Second, place the written and published. Third, is there a credible author? Fourth, why did the story or document survive? Fifth, from what pre-existing material what is produced? Sixth, what is the evidential value of its contents? Difference between external criticism and internal criticism. External criticism refers to the authenticity of the document once the document has been determined to be genuine, while the internal criticism, the researchers need to determine if the content is accurate.
And that's all about the internal and external criticism. Thank you for listening.